A million thanks for your overwhelming response to my DACOIT video, DACOIT. Digital America, China are colonizing and obliterating Indian tech. That video seems to have created a sort of a mini storm on WhatsApp. But you know, some of you have misunderstood. Some of you think that I am asking for either protectionism for Indian digital industry or I am asking for foreign direct investment curbs. Let me assure you, I'm asking for neither. And let me explain. I have been one of the biggest supporters of opening up the Indian economy to foreign direct investment. In fact, I would say that we've got an unnecessarily restrictive and unnecessarily complex FDI regime. We have a level here for this industry, a 20% for some other industry, a 35% for some other industry. Frankly, you need to be much less restrictive. You just need 3 levels of FDI in India. There is a minority ownership, which is for 49%. There is a majority ownership, but with certain strategic powers with the Indian partner. That's 74%. Or there is complete and full foreign ownership. That's 100%. You should just have these 3 limits. Why do we have such a complicated architecture? But you know, in the DACOIT video, what I'm arguing for is not curbs on FDI. What I'm asking for is the means to separate ownership and control. Today, we don't have those means available to local entrepreneurs. I mean, if someone has a 60% ownership of my company, then he also controls 60% of my company. But if you separate these two, you can have a situation where someone has 60% economic ownership, means he or she takes 60% of the profits of the company. That's the share. But in terms of control, since I would have differential voting rights, I could control it 60% even though my shareholding is only 40%. I'm asking for those instruments to be available to us. So please do not misunderstand my DACOIT video as a protectionist plea. Heavens no. I am all for opening up India's economy. All I am saying is that our entrepreneurs should be given the same financial incentives, rights, architecture, structure that is permitted to their competitors by America and China, by the governments in America and China, which enable their local entrepreneurs to have all those structures available to them, while our government bans non-voting shares, bans differential voting shares, does not allow us to list our companies overseas. Even though we are unlisted here, we have to be compulsorily listed here to list overseas. These are artificial constraints in which we are tying up our local entrepreneurs. My DACOIT video is about freeing up local entrepreneurs. It is not, I repeat, not about curbing FDI, or it is not a plea for protectionism.